Good evening. Game 2 of the MVI Summer Basketball League tonight. Boys action. Following up a good one. You had the nice early game with B Graphics and Elite Physical Therapy. I'll ask you about that in a minute, but we're set for tip-off here between Howard Hanna and Union Cleaners. Howard Hanna in the green and gold. Union Cleaners in the blue and black. Not too much more than starting lineups available for either of these teams tonight. I think we've got one substitute for Union Cleaners. They've got 6 players, and for Howard Hanna, I believe we've got 7. So there'll be short benches for this one. Howard Hanna wins the tip, things underway. Keandre DeShields between the circles, long range 3 to get us started off the backside of the iron. Rebound pulled down by Dame Givner. He pulls up for 3. That one, backside, rebound to Keandre DeShields, and we'll reset and try that one again.
Starting lineups here for Howard Hanna. Keandre DeShields, Robert Kane, Tyler Kovach, Brandon Patterson, and Zion Moore. There's a foul there. I don't know if they counted the basket. I think they called. Yep, it will be good.
Yeah, basket will be good for Keandre DeShields as he heads to the line. Leading scorer in the last outing for Howard Hanna as he finishes 3-point play. 3-0 Howard Hanna.
DeShields, an early MVP candidate here for Howard Hanna, averaging 33.8 points per game in 4 games.
Shot
Best
by
in the league.
Givner, no good. Rebound tracked down by Howard Hanna, but a turnover at the other end and quickly back the other way. Givner with the ball left side, drives in, kicks to the left wing corner. Long ball off the mark for Bakari Wallace. Howard Hanna will grab the rebound, and Keandre DeShields quickly back the other way, slams it home for 2. It's a 5-0 start, all from Keandre DeShields for Howard Hanna.
Oh. That's my new catchphrase, by the way.
Oh.
Anytime someone gets a dunk or, just work it in there.
Howard Hanna with the basketball. This time off the glass for Robert Kane, his first 2 of the night. It's a 7-0 run to get things started for Howard Hanna. Timeout from head coach Kevin Kovach and Union Cleaners.
And the starters for Union Cleaners: Bakari Wallace, Dame Givner, Isaiah Petty, Joey DeMoss, and Michael Belt. Lone bench player for Union Cleaners is Jordan Lucas Johnson. Bench players for Howard Hanna: Trevor Kovach and Mike Sapos.
You mentioned Jordan Lucas Johnson joining the Union Cleaners squad tonight for the first time. He's from West Mifflin.
On the Howard Hanna side, Brandon Patterson making his Howard Hanna debut after being traded from Campy's Pizza in exchange for Isaiah Mosley. So another big inside presence that Howard Hanna has in its arsenal. Nice little group that Matt Rowland and Casey McIntyre have assembled here on this Howard Hanna team.
Back underway, Union Cleaners with the basketball. Dame Givner, guarded by Zion Moore. Gets that ball off to Mikel Belt. Shot from the outside. Taken away here. DeShields, top of the key. Guarded by Wallace and goes out of bounds. Turnover gives Union Cleaners back the basketball.
Definitely one player to watch here for Union Cleaners, Dame Givner, 16 points per game in 3 games. Of course, Union still playing without Brandon Davis. Their leading scorer has been limited to 2 games so far. Free ball by Givner, no good. Rebounded there by Kane.
Kane will hand that off to DeShields on the left side. Settle things up, guarded by Wallace. Trying to shake that defender, runs into a pair. Joey DeMoss getting a hand on that. And to break up the momentum a little bit for Howard Hanna. Hasn't scored since the timeout. I think a little defensive pressure stepped up here by Union Cleaners.
Trying to limit what Keandre DeShields can do. Foul called now here on Brandon Patterson. Send Joey DeMoss from Sarah Catholic to the free throw line.
Moss barely taking a break from the baseball season. And
one of those,
I would say hitting the hardwoods, but not quite.
Not quite. One of those talented pitchers, of course, that you've highlighted in over the last month. There's another turnover by Howard Hanna.
Bringing it back up the floor, Mikkel Beltz is fouled on his way to the hoop. I think that's going to be on the floor. I could be wrong. 7-2 the score. Just over 3 minutes into this one. Givner out between the circles, guarded by Tyler Kovach, Bell Vernon. Going for the steal, nice effort there from Jordan Lucas Johnson.
Foul there on Patterson. Union Cleaner's going to try it again. And intercepted by DeShields.
He is quick to the ball, whether it's offense or defense. Zion Moore on the left side, Tyler Kovach. In the paint, Brandon Patterson kicks it out to Robert Kane. Shot pulled down, though. Defensive board for Union Cleaners.
Nice transition defense there by Howard Hanna to get back.
Belt crashing the boards there. Shot up from Bakari Wallace doesn't go, and rebound pulled down by Howard Hanna. Kick to the inside, and it's be an offensive foul. Kane had collided with Bakari Wallace before making that pass. 7-2 the score. Sorry, a 5-point lead here for Howard Hanna.
Kane didn't like that call.
I don't know if you're a fan of the Jim Rome show ever, but he had the, I don't like that call button. Not a very good call.
We should get one.
You should get that. Keandre DeShields slams another one home. He's got 7 of the first 9 points here for Howard Hanna. Keeping on trend with how he's been so far in this short summer basketball league season. Zion Moore driving in the paint, moving to the left hand. Doesn't get the shot to go. Rebound to Givner. Up ahead to Bakari Wallace. He uses the left hand underneath the basket. Nice crossover under the hoop to put 2 on the board for Union Cleaners.
I'm very impressed with the play of Wallace so far through a few games for Union Cleaners.
Tyler Kovach shot from the outside doesn't go. Rebound to Jordan Lucas Johnson.
Trevor Kovach and Mike Sapos will come in for Zion Moore and Robert Kane.
Keep the legs fresh for Howard Hanna. They're going to be able to do that this evening, so might as well take advantage of it early. You can mention just a short one-person bench for Union Cleaners tonight. One of the guys coming off of that is into the contest now, Isaiah Petty. Driving in the paint, trying to get the shot up is Mikkel Belt. Doesn't go, and it's going to be a turnover, Howard Hanna basketball.
Tell you what, if Howard Hanna can come away with a win here in this one, we'll create a 4-way tie with 4 teams at 3 and 2. Of course, 2 teams playing in the finale tonight, Farmers Insurance and Campies, both at 1 and 3. So one of those teams will be able to get their 2nd win of the year.
Nice kind of floater drop pass from Keandre DeShields, looking for Brandon Patterson in the paint. A foul. Break that up on the floor. Dame Givner will check back in for Union Cleaners. Give Bakari Wallace a rest. Dame Givner of Obama Academy will be a freshman there in this upcoming season. You can see the talent he's got already, kind of working things from the point for Union Cleaners. Givner trying to dish it in the paint, but nobody there. Mike Sapos of Sarah Catholic hauls that down. He's kind of the big man inside.
amount of Sarah kids in this matchup.
Foul on the way to the hole. We'll send Tyler Kovac to the line. He'll be a senior at Bell Vernon this upcoming season. His younger brother Trevor in the game as well. 9:40 to play in this one. Howard Hanna leading Union Cleaners 9-4. Second free throw rattles out from Kovac, no good. Rebound to Union Cleaners. Givner will bring it back. Kicks it out to Joey DeMoss for three. Off the front side of the iron, rebound to Trevor Kovac. He'll be a freshman this year at Bell Vernon. Looking for his brother Trevor. Givner jumps in the lane and delivers. Nearly blocked up by Tyler Kovac, but not enough for Givner. Makes the move, gets the two. It's a three-point game. The other end of the court, I think that was Kane able to put that one in for Howard Hanna. Givner quickly back the other way with another two for Union Cleaners. And just like that, back-to-back buckets, he's got four. Still a three-point game.
Bucket by Kane ended a nearly 2.5-minute drought there for Howard Hanna.
Shot rattles around, rebound to Joey DeMoss. Gives it off to Isaiah Petty. Goes cross court to Mikkel Belts, and he gets his first deuce of the evening. It's a one-point game, 11-10. Howard Hanna on top by one after the Union bucket from Belt. 8:18 to go here in the first half. Keandre DeShields sizing up the defense, and Givner tries to drive in. It's going to be a held ball, jump ball, the call. I believe it'll stay right here with Howard Hanna.
8-2 run over the last 3 minutes for Union Cleaners.
The substitution brings Zion Moore back into the game and give Tyler Kovac a rest. Zion Moore, upcoming freshman at Ringgold, and plays beyond that freshman title, as does Givner as he makes his move to the hoop. Slapped on the arms after, or in the process of making that shot. Enough to give him the lead. 12-11, Union Cleaners on top for the first time here, just under the 8-minute mark. 6 points for Givner. Robert Kane working inside and getting a hand on it is Lucas Johnson. Up ahead to Givner and knocked out of bounds by Keandre DeShields, who was quick to get back for Howard Hanna. So a nice little burst there, a 6-point run and an 8-2 run in this last little stretch for, or 10-2 run really in this last stretch for Union Cleaners to put themselves on top here 12-11.
And Dame Givner all 6 of his points during this spurt. And offensive foul here on Givner. Or they call
it's going to be on
screen.
Yeah, Jordan Lucas Johnson. The illegal screen, his arm got caught up with whomever the defender was there. Would have opened up the lane for Givner. DeShields, left side. Floater doesn't go, a ton of bodies underneath, and he hauls down the rebound, puts 2 on the board to give Howard Hanna back the lead, 13-12. He's got 9. And Jordan Lucas Johnson goes up, but the ball swatted out of bounds by DeShields. It'll stay Union Cleaners ball. Long range shot no good from Givner. Rebound pulled down by Jordan Lucas Johnson. And the rebound put back all in one move from Joey DeMoss. Gives Union Cleaners back the lead, 14-13. He's got 4 points.
Nice job there by DeMoss to come in and clean things up for Union Cleaners.
Outside look from Robert Kane. 3-point shot makes it A 16-14 ball game gives the 2-point lead back to Howard Hanna.
Tyler Kovac and Brandon Patterson back on the floor for Trevor Kovac and Mike Sapos.
That's a good 2-2 swap for Howard Hanna. Gives him a little size and experience advantage. Those two guys back in the lineup. 7 points for Robert Kane after that three. Driving here, Keandre DeShields loses the ball in the paint. Givner and Petty kind of coming up with that steal as Petty comes away with the basketball. Kick from Givner to Joey DeMoss, and he's got nothing but net to give Union Cleaners back the lead, 17-16. And DeMoss has 5 points. Check that, 7 points for Joey DeMoss.
Yeah, scored 5 in a row, though, for Union Cleaners.
Yes.
Nice 3-ball there for DeMoss. Like I said, a couple of Sarah Catholic kids in this one with Sapos and Isaiah Petty as well.
Givner brings the ball across for Union Cleaners. They've got a 17-16 lead, 5:30 to play here in the first half. Shot from DeMoss doesn't go. Rebound put back look from Bakari Wallace doesn't go. He tries to get the ball again, and there's going to be a foul. I believe we'll send Wallace to the line.
What hustle there by Bakari Wallace. Able to get that rebound and make things happen.
Third foul for Brandon Patterson. .5:20 to play here in the first half. 17-16 Union Cleaners on top. Wallace doesn't hit from the line, but putting one in on the second attempt. Makes it 19-16. Steal back the other way, and he's going to count either way. Bakari Wallace was putting that one in, and it would have been a goaltend on Keandre DeShields, so regardless, that's going down as a bucket for Bakari Wallace. Timeout called here by Howard Hanna. They've got to settle things down as Union Cleaners puts 3 buckets in to take a 21-16 lead. That's where we stand here, just under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Doing some quick math here as we've reached a stopping point. For Howard Hanna, Keandre DeShields with 9 points. Robert Kane with 7. Joey DeMoss with 7 for Union Cleaners. We've got 6 for Dame Givner. Back-to-back buckets there for Bakari Wallace. Has him with his first 4 points of the evening. Coming out of the timeout, it's Howard Hanna ball. They're down by 5, just under 5 to go in the first half. Zion Moore from the outside, and that's a long-range 2. Makes it 21-18. His first 2 points of the evening. I believe he was in double digits in the last game for Howard Hanna as well. Dame Givner trying to drive on Robert Kane, and getting a hand on that one is both Kane and Tyler Kovac. The ball go out of bounds. They'll say off Union Cleaners. It'll be Howard Hanna basketball. Green and gold down by 3, 4:15 to go here in the first half. Black and blue squad of Union Cleaners with that 3-point lead, stopped up inside. Takeaway here, Bakari Wallace driving up the floor, doesn't have numbers, pulls up, long range 2, gets stripped in part, I believe, by DeShields. Rebound to Tyler Kovac. Will give that back to DeShields for Howard Hanna. DeShields thought about shooting off that screen from Kovac to keep Givner's defense away. Hands it off to Kovac left side, and that's going to be a blocking foul called on Bakari Wallace. I think I'd have an argument as well if I'm Kevin Kovac that defensively he was set up there underneath the basket.
Yeah, a little out of control there, I would say, was Kovac on that play, but nonetheless gets the call. That's as an offensive player, that's what you're trying to do, and
yep,
it was successful for him as he hits the first free throw.
I believe that's the third foul as well for Bakari Wallace.
2 big free throws there for Kovac.
So that cuts it to a 1-point game. It's 21-20. Union Cleaners on top. Both teams with a player on the bench with 3 fouls. Trouble for Union Cleaners is they only have 1 bench player as it is. Zion Moore tracking down that tipped ball. Trying to put Howard Hanna back on top. They're down by 1 and tied up in the paint, and that's going to be a travel called on Moore. He collided with a defender there in the paint.
It's a little jersey grab there by Isaiah Petty, but
that's summer ball, right?
Yeah. Mikel Belt wanted to try draw a foul there on Moore, but couldn't do it.
Moore dishes to Trevor Kovac. He looks for Keandre DeShields, a long range 3 off the backside of the iron. Tipped up, batted around, rebound eventually pulled down here by Joey DeMoss. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. 21-20, Union Cleaners on top. They've got the basketball. Dane Givner between the circles, goes left side, guarded by Keandre DeShields. Oh, just a little miscommunication there between Givner and Joey DeMoss. Be a turnover.
Yeah, you'll have that here in this league, especially we're technically at the midway point, but it's only really the 3rd week of play here. Still some time that these kids need to get gelling.
Long range shot from Robert Kane is good. It is 23-21. Howard Hanna back on top. 10 points now for Kane. Shot from the outside doesn't go. Rebound contested. Pulled down by Petty. Gets it out to Givner. Looking for Mikel Belt. Hands off to Givner. Goes to the left wing corner to Joey DeMoss. Drives in, tries to kick out, but they're going to say an extra step on that pivot.
Pivot.
I almost don't say it because I then
every time I say that word, it just pops into my head.
Pivot.
Can't stop myself. I apologize.
Pivot. Minute 45 to play.
Ball.
It's a 23-21 ball game. Howard Hanna on top of Union Cleaners. It'll be UC basketball. Got the baby blues for Union Cleaners. Dame Givner, future Obama Academy freshman, knocks down the fadeaway, long 2. Ties this game up at 23 apiece. Minute 25 left to play here in the first half. That one up and in from Keandre DeShields. (25-23). Howard Hanna on top. This one taken away. Going back the other way. Alley-oop from Kane to DeShields, and Howard Hanna on top, 27-23. Back-to-back buckets for DeShields. Has him at 13 points. From the left arc, shot no good from Isaiah Petty. Under 40 seconds to play. Keandre DeShields kicks to Robert Kane. Outside 3 from the left side, nothing but net from Robert Kane. Rising sophomore at Kiski.
13 apiece for DeShields and Kane.
Givner drives. Foul on the floor, I believe. It is 30-23.
Thought they said it was on the floor, but I guess Givner will head to the free throw line here.
Just under 20 seconds left here in the first half, and this burst here from Howard Hanna, a little 7-0 run.
Yeah, a little bit further, it's a 14-2 run. As Howard Hanna was down by 5, just under 5 minutes to go.
Free throw, no good. Zion Moore with the basketball. Tipped by Union Cleaners. Keandre DeShields picks it up, fires a long three, and that's a dagger. Gives Howard Hanna a 10-point lead at the halftime horn. 16-point first half from Keandre DeShields as he closes that one out with a nasty three-point shot. Again, puts the green and gold up by 10 here at the half.
17-2 run in the last 4 minutes and 46 seconds for Howard Hanna. 16 points for Keandre DeShields at the half. And showing he had 7 of those points in the final minute 18, showing why he's the leading scorer in this league. 13 points for Robert Kane as well. And leading the way right now for Union Cleaners has been Dame Givner and his 8 points, 6 points for Bakari Wallace, 7 points from Joey DeMoss.
MVI Summer Basketball League action here tonight. We had girls last night, boys tonight. It'll be girls on Wednesday and Friday as well this week. Boys back in action on Thursday. Still one more coming up tonight between Campy's Pizza and Farmers Insurance, but we'll take a moment here at halftime and thank a few of the sponsors that bring you the coverage of high school sports, local sports all across the Mon Valley, including the MVI Summer Basketball League, like Perked Up Cafe in Charleroi. Perked Up Cafe at 530 McKean Avenue offers coffee from La Prima Espresso Company, a local Pittsburgh area roaster. They've got breakfast, lunch, snacks, freshly baked pastries, candied bacon, homemade sandwiches, salads, oatmeal, gluten-free options, Wi-Fi available on site, and folks at Perked Up Cafe love to support the local community and give back. Perked Up Cafe, a proud sponsor of the Valley Sports Guys podcast, which will return in late August as high school sports get back underway. Perked Up Cafe, proud partner for local high school sports in the Mon Valley. Let them know the guys at MVI sent you. The Salon and Spa by Cheney's Natural in Monongahela offers several options to help you look and feel your best, from massage and spa treatments to essential oils, CBD, and other healthy living items, hair, facials, mani-pedis, and reflexology, all available. Cheney's Natural carries skincare products by Farmhouse Fresh. Mention Summer Spa for a free upgrade on services. You can make an appointment online at cheneysnatural.com or by calling 724-328-2834. That's Cheney's Natural, CHANEYS natural.com. The Salon and Spa by Cheney's Natural. A couple other sponsors to thank. Brian Warnick, a State Farm agent in the Mon Valley. State Farm agent Brian Warnick, your go-to agent in the Mon Valley for service you deserve at the price you want. Stop shopping around. State Farm agent Brian Warnick has you covered. Call 412-668-0111 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Foster House 2 Sports Bar and Grill in Bell Vernon. They serve their famous king sandwiches 7 days a week. Pizza and pizza burgers all day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 12 ice-cold beers on draft, as well as bottled beer, mixed drinks, and frozen margaritas all summer long. Perfect atmosphere for enjoying the game, food and drinks, friends and family, all the sports on the big screens. Proud sponsor of local sports in the Mon Valley. Come see Foster House 2 in Bell Vernon for a great time today. This one back underway. Takeaway from Howard Hanna puts 2 more points on the board, and they've got a 12-point lead here in the early going. It was 33-23 to start the second half. And a quick bucket there from Zion Moore makes it a 12-point game. I think just 4 points so far for Zion Moore, and he was looking to add to it there with a shot from the outside. Bakari Wallace back the other way for Union Cleaners. Scoop shot under the basket, doesn't go. Rebound put back from Dame Givner is good, and that ends a drought here for Union Cleaners. Puts it back at a 10-point game. That's 10 points for Dame Givner as well. Just over a minute off the clock here in the second half. Shot from the corner, good from Robert Kane for 3. He's had a great night. He's got 16 points, tied with Keandre DeShields to lead Howard Hanna in the green and gold.
Great 1-2 punch that Howard Hanna's been able to rely on here tonight.
You said punch, and I think they heard you. That's exactly what happened to that ball. And now maybe once again, as the shot from Givner was blocked up by, I believe that was DeShields under the hoop. It might have been Kane. Screened a little bit on my end. DeShields driving, goes for the slam and doesn't get to go as he's fouled on his way to the hoop. That's going to be on Brandon Patterson, and I believe that's his 4th.
You're going to call that on DeMoss? Do they call it on DeMoss?
Oh, yes. That's my apologies.
I couldn't tell.
It was.
Who
I saw
they
the
called
10
on.
and was talking about Brandon Patterson as I looked right at him. It was indeed on the other 10. So throws don't go. Zion Moore doing work under the hoop. Blocked up by Isaiah Petty. Gets it out to Keandre DeShields. Back to Zion Moore left side. He tries to drive, has to give it back out. Bakari Wallace going for the steal. He got shoved out of bounds right in front of the Union Cleaners bench. Keandre DeShields gets it back, knocks down a long 3, and it's a 41-25 game. 19 points for Keandre DeShields. Long 2, and I think that was from DeMoss. I could be wrong. Howard Hanna with the ball. Brandon Patterson knocks down the 2 from the left side.
Clock is not running. Also, free ball there by the Shields.
22 points after that 3 for Keandre DeShields. That's right.
Is that the too much hands you were telling him about? He didn't want to listen to you, huh?
Apologies here as we kind of catch up. There was a little flurry of all sorts of things happening. The clock wasn't running, and we had some shots we didn't see, and so we'll get reset here. Full timeout. We'll let Jose get caught up on what is going on.
I don't know what to say. No clue. Thanks to our sponsors.
I'm going to let Jose check the book and figure out the last couple of points while I give a shout out to our sponsors. We just talked about them at halftime. What a reminder of all the great folks that bring you coverage of the Mon Valley Independent Summer Basketball League held here at Court Time in Elizabeth. Check them out for any of the event rental space that you need here in the area as well, not just the court available here, but a lot more. Thanks again to Perked Up Cafe, the salon and spa by Cheney's Natural, Foster House 2 in Bell Vernon, and State Farm agent Brian Warnick. Back underway here, 14 minutes to play. 46-30, Howard Hanna on top. Handoff from Kane to DeShields for 2, and it's 48-30 as Howard Hanna starts to pile on. DeShields with 24 points, answered here by Dame Givner. He's got 12. 48-32, 13 and a half to play. DeShields, long range 3, rattles around, doesn't go. Rebound hauled down by Jordan Lucas Johnson. Plays at West Mifflin. And Givner from Obama Academy rattles that one around. He's got 14 points. Back the other way. Shot doesn't go for Zion Moore, but it's Brandon Patterson coming back and putting that second attempt in. 50-34, the 16-point lead for Howard Hanna. This one knocked back our way, and thankfully no one came diving onto the table because I'm not prepared for that.
I'm not either.
My summer workout routine does not include keeping large basketball players off tables away from me.
No, not at all.
Long walk in the morning, the blood flowing a little bit, a little cardio.
Nowhere in there does it say protect basketball players.
Or myself from a table. Just saying. Another 2 for Union Cleaners, answered by a long ball from Robert Kane. He's got 19 points. He's had some pretty long-range shots tonight. Speaking of outside shots, an absolute beauty, I think, from the next township over from Dame Givner.
He shot that from Ross Draver.
There you go. My directional math from where we sit in Elizabeth Township is not so good.
It's kind of like the Whitfield Championship football game. I was covering it at North Allegheny, but I was sitting in Pine Richland School District.
That happens.
It made it difficult, but you know.
Looking into the blinding sun is also a fun part of that experience.
Kane with ease there. Right now it's just back and forth.
55-39 the score. As Kane moves into the 20s, he's got 21. Shot doesn't go from Givner, but Bakari Wallace answers to cross the 40-point line for Union Cleaners. We've got him at 6 points. Kind of a weird backwards-looking shot from Kane that's taken away here by Union Cleaners. Givner makes a move to the basket. Taken away by DeShields. Backs the other way. Eyes up. Makes a move to avoid Mikkel Belt. Doesn't go, though. Rebound pulled down by Jordan Lucas Johnson. Gives it off to Givner. Goes left side. Floater up and good off the glass. We have 18 points, I believe, for Givner, and it's a 12-point advantage here for Howard Hanna.
Really the first time Union Cleaners have been able to get 2 buckets in a row. Both these teams have really gone back and forth.
Kane, top of the key, drives left side on Bakari Wallace. Knocks that ball out of bounds. Good defensive play there from Union Cleaners.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for anything better on defense there by Bakari Wallace.
Belt out, and Joey DeMoss back into the ball game for Union Cleaners. Ball comes in, Tyler Kovac, right side, drives. Bakari Wallace going for the stuff there as well, keeps Kovac from making that shot. Back the other way, it's Givner.
Givner tried to save it, gave it right to DeShields.
Kane under the hoop. Hits it off the bottom of the glass, but gets the put back. He's got 23.
There's Givner, nothing but net once again.
The great advice of the coaching staff at Howard Hanna is, hey guys, Givner can shoot. You might want to guard that. But
And
speaking of,
Robert Kane can shoot too.
he absolutely can. Puts a 6-0 on the board for Howard Hanna. They've got a 14-point lead, 60-46, 9:25 to play here in the second half. It has been an absolute shootout in this one, and Givner goes long range again. Shot doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by DeShields. Back the other way. Looks inside to Sapos, and that shot stopped up by Isaiah Petty. Batted around, diving on the floor.
Well, it's
Is pretty
still on
much
the
everyone.
floor.
Givner
everybody
eventually
was-
pulls it up. He was looking up ahead to Joey DeMoss, but it's taken away by Keandre DeShields. Trevor Kovac. Robert Kane from the left wing corner. Rattles around off the iron, doesn't go. Givner with the board. He'll take it back the other way. Doesn't have the numbers, but Petty catches up, right side. Shot doesn't go. Rebound to Robert Kane, and he has the numbers he wants, one-on-one. Just drives and lays it up in. An easy deuce for Robert Kane. He's got 28 points. It's 62-46, 8:30 to play in this one.
Coming in, we've seen how good. No shot here. Foul called on the floor. Or timeout called by Union Cleaners before the shot.
I think it'll be a full timeout and give everybody a little bit of a break.
We've seen how good Keandre DeShields has been. Obviously, 33.8 points per game this season. But, man, when Robert Kane can get it going, he is a legitimate threat for this Howard Hanna team. Has scored the last 12 points for Howard Hanna as they are up to a 62-46 lead with 8:21 to go.
Yeah, Robert Kane, he'll be a sophomore this coming season at Kiski School. A lot of variety of where people are from on this Howard Hanna team as well. I mean, all the teams here, but I like kind of the distance and where a range of players are from between Highlands, Montour, Char Valley, Sarah Catholic, Kiski School, Bell Vernon, Ringgold, and all those guys have been, in this evening for Howard Hanna. Short benches for both of these teams, but everybody's been in both ways. 6 players for Union Cleaners tonight and 7 for Howard Hanna, so at least relatively evenly matched in that category. Both teams had a guy in foul trouble with 3 in the first half. That I think made everybody play a little bit differently here in the second half, knowing that you've got those short bench and those fouls already on. So a lot more outside shooting, I think, and trying to keep guys out of those sort of danger zones under the hoop and in the paint.
A lot of teams have had to adapt with these short benches, so far here this summer, and obviously AAU has been a big factor in that, and summer vacations, the typical things you'll have with a summer basketball league.
Well, what's good about this, that alternative option to AAU for some, and an additional option to AAU for others, and it's good to have that variety of players and those kind of options. That's what the Summer Basketball League is all about. Isaiah Petty with a beautiful feed inside to Bakari Wallace. Basket in the foul. Chance to put 3 points on the board here for Union Cleaners. Makes it 62-48 with one more coming at the line here for Bakari Wallace.
Yeah, and Wallace and Givner have really led the way for Union Cleaners. I believe they scored all their points here in the second half, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, Wallace finishes that off from the line, and Petty here gets the takeaway from Howard Hanna. He drives and gets it to go. Petty on the board. Makes it 62-51. Closing the gap here for Union Cleaners.
Yeah, 5 straight points here for Union Cleaners. They get the ball back again. Big possession there, and Joey DeMoss finishes it off. It's a 9-point game now.
I think that's 11 points for DeMoss. Like you said, back into single digits. Zion Moore between the circles. Goes to Brandon Patterson on the left side. Drives into the paint, ball stripped away but picked up by Trevor Kovac. Knocked out of bounds by Bakari Wallace, who's playing some hustle defense right now for Union Cleaners. So 62 to 53. Howard Hanna on top just by 9. A little over 7 minutes to go here in the second half. DeShields shakes a defender, gets the outside shot away, and it doesn't go. It's going to be out of bounds off Howard Hanna and give Union Cleaners the basketball. Great opportunity here for the guys in blue to continue to cut into this lead. It was 18 points at one point in this second half, and they've cut that in half. 48 to 30 earlier in this second half, and just chipping away and playing good defense is Union Cleaners as Bakari Wallace fouled shooting under the hoop. He'll head to the free throw line. Again, a chance to cut this lead even further down. Howard Hanna 62-53 right now.
2-minute drought here for Howard Hanna as Wallace misses his first free throw, but 7 straight points here for Union Cleaners has turned a 16-point deficit into a 9-point deficit as makes the second.
9 points now for Wallace.
An 8-0 run here for Union Cleaners.
Actually feels like Wallace has a few more points than he does. A nice move to the basket from DeShields.
First bucket in 2 minutes for Howard Hanna there is
Givner. Long, awkward, falling, high arcing two that doesn't go. Brandon Patterson had it there for Howard Hanna. Gives off to DeShields as he's guarded tightly by Mikkel Belt. Keandre DeShields goes to the basket, floats it over the defenders and gets it to go. It's 66-54. Back to 12-point lead here for Howard Hanna as both Kane and DeShields have 28 points. Nice inside feed from Givner to Jordan Lucas Johnson for 2. Back to a 10-point game.
first bucket of the night for the West Mifflin product.
Kane between the circles, pulls up for 3. Off the front side of the iron, doesn't go. Rebound to Brandon Patterson. He's fouled and will shoot 2 for pulling down that rebound. Will be on the floor. Howard Hanna keeps it to DeShields. Puts in the 2. 68-56 and 30 points now for Keandre DeShields, rising junior at Laurel Highlands. They're going to be a whole lot of fun to watch once again this season.
Three of the better players in this league. You look at the top 3 scorers in the league right now, they're all from Laurel Highlands. DeShields, Davis, and Gallagher.
Yeah, a lot of talk about Rodney Gallagher, but I think you're going to hear a whole lot more about Keandre DeShields in this upcoming season. Nice play by Montour's Brandon Patterson to get another 2 on the board. It's 70-56. I believe that was Belt with the deuce for Union Cleaners.
70-58, Howard Hanna, under 4.5 to go. Got a big game here for Howard Hanna. Deep jumper by Patterson is good.
So another 2 on the board for Brandon Patterson. Jordan Lucas Johnson under the basket. A rebound put back from Bakari Wallace is good. Makes it 72-60, still 12-point deficit here for Union Cleaners. Howard Hanna with the lead and the ball. Outside look from Brandon Patterson, long. Bakari Wallace with the rebound, drives, takes it himself, throws it up off glass, doesn't go. He wanted a foul. Don't know if one was there. Outside shot here from Belt is no good, but the rebound and putback from Jordan Lucas Johnson. Makes it 72-62. Another 2 here for Howard Hanna. Givner, floater in the lane, doesn't go, gets his own rebound and puts it back to keep it a 10-point game. Timeout on the floor. Thank a few of the sponsors that bring you coverage of the Mon Valley Independent and the Summer Basketball League. Like Perked Up Cafe in Charleroi. They have coffee from La Prima Espresso Company. That's a local Pittsburgh area roaster. You can get breakfast, lunch, snacks, pastries, candied bacon, sandwiches, salads, oatmeal, gluten-free options, all at Perked Up Cafe in Charleroi. They've got Wi-Fi available on site. They love to support the local community and give back. Perked Up Cafe, proud sponsor of the Valley Sports Guys podcast, returning later in August, and local high school sports across the Mon Valley. Let them know we sent you. The Salon and Spa by Cheney's Natural in Monongahela. They offer many options to help you feel good inside and out. They've got a new service available to help you look and feel your best. It's cryoskin slimming and toning treatments. Non-invasive therapy treatments help destroy fat cells. Cryoskin toning is a cold therapy option as well. Mention Summer Spa for a free upgrade on your services. Cheney's Natural, located on West Main Street in Monongahela. Visit cheneysnatural.com to book an appointment. 74-64. Howard Hanna leading Union Cleaners, green and gold with the basketball. Zion Moore inside, look for an easy 2 off the feed from Keandre DeShields, makes it 76-64. 2:45 to play. Givner to Belt. Belt drives, hook shot underneath, doesn't go, rebound, put back. No good by Bakari Wallace, but he's fouled and will head to the free throw line. 2:32 to play, 12-point lead here for Howard Hanna. First shot from Bakari Wallace is good. (76-65) the score. Both free throws good from Bakari Wallace. I think he's got 11 points, but I could be mistaken. He might have more. Trevor Kovacs driving, ball knocked away by Isaiah Petty. Givner picks it up, give and go to Petty, dishes it back to Joey DeMoss, and it gets knocked around and out of bounds off of Union Cleaners. This will be Howard Hanna ball underneath the basket. It's a 76-66 ball game, 2:10 to play. On the floor for Howard Hanna, DeShields, right side, drives in on Jordan Lucas Johnson. He's going to get whistled for a foul. There's been a lot more runs in the first half of this game, including a huge 17-2 run to close out the first half for Howard Hanna and put them at a 10-point advantage to start the second half. They had led by as much as 18 partway into the second half before Union Cleaners closed it to single digits.
Yeah, Union Cleaners had that 9-0 run about midway through this half, but that was about it. Been pretty back and forth, and evident in the fact that the 10-point lead was really the same one they had at halftime.
Another 2 there for DeShields from the free throw line that time. Minute 50 to play, 78-66. Howard Hanna up by 12.
I just got a note from Howard Hanna assistant coach Casey McIntyre. Says you can't lose if you have gold shoes on. And K-Mac has his gold Nikes on, so good luck for Howard Hanna coming in, you know.
Although Givner's got some gold on the kicks as well.
Yeah, we got some good court kicks out here, and I don't know if Casey's paying attention. He is Mr. MVI court kicks, but I don't know if he's paying attention since he's in this assistant coaching role. But
Nice shot from Zion Moore. Rebound hauled down by Bakari Wallace. And quickly up the floor to Joey DeMoss to make it a 10-point game, 78-68. Howard Hanna leading Union Cleaners, and they've got the basketball. Zion Moore. Givner going for the steal. Nice defensive effort here in the final minute. Trevor Kovac,
Nice
good ball movement.
Yep.
Floater from Mike Sapos doesn't go. Rebound to Zion Moore, and ball's all tied up. It'll be a jump ball under the hoop.
We'll go to Union Cleaners. Final minute, 52 seconds to go. 10-point lead, of course. Shows you how evenly matched this second half has been because it was a 10-point lead at halftime. So,
well, and what I'd like to see, you know, the effort, the coaching that goes on here in the final minute of a game like this, because, you know, part of the purpose of this league, learning, getting better, and you got to know the moment, the situation, what's going to happen with a minute to play. Long range bucket good from Zion Moore, make it 81-68 under 30 seconds to play. So you've got to be expecting those substitutions, those offensive defensive switches. And that's right here what just happened is why Jordan Lucas Johnson's in the game right now. He's been doing a switch back and forth with Belt. And he's in that height underneath the basket, pulls that down, and is fouled on his way back up. And that's the kind of situation you're going to run into if you're a team that's down, you know, under 2 minutes to play. You're going to be making those kind of switches, and that's exactly the kind of experience and the situational play that you want to get these guys here in the summer.
right, you want to get them in these game situations that they're going to experience that, you know, I'm sure that Lucas Johnson is going to experience when he's playing for his West Mifflin team once the high school season comes around. And better to see it here in the summer and experience it here than experiencing it for the first time. I know he's a junior, but for most of these kids who are younger, you know, experiencing it for the first time, you know, in the winter.
Givner got knocked there after his shot. Probably could have been a whistle, but 12 seconds left to play in this one. 81-69 the score right now. Howard Hanna on top. Sapos drives, doesn't get his layup to go, and ball heads out of bounds. 2.5 seconds left, and they're just gonna
call game.
Call game over. So 81-69 will be the final score of this one. We'll do some quick math.